Hello, my name is Felix and this is week 3 of building my first SaaS. And yeah, I have been doing this now for 3 weeks, as you probably can tell by the title. And today I am going to give you an update on what I have been doing for the past week. Yes, I record this on Sunday, and yeah, this week I have been doing a lot of different stuff, but mainly I have been working with my database. I have been finding some data that I want to have in my website, and I have been seeding this data to my database. And I have also checked for duplicates. I have checked for if the data is too easy or not living up to the quality that I want to have in my database. I have been using some scripts, and I have also been using AI. Yes, AI, the hot topic of the year, or maybe the past 2 years, I don't know. But yeah, and the only thing I can say, like AI, I don't care what people say. Computers are dumb. They will never be smart without humans. Like a computer with 95 gigabytes of RAM, how much storage, it can never be smart on its own. AI is never going to be conscious. No, never. We don't even know how the consciousness in our own brain works, so how are we going to classify that this is conscious and this is not conscious? Like, it doesn't make any sense, to be honest. Yes, AI is better in certain things than humans, but are they smarter than humans? No, of course not. They are just smart because they have been trained on a lot of data that comes from humans. Like, if you have the smartest AI model in the world and you don't feed it any data, it's not going to be smart. So, is it really smart, or is it just a really good prediction box? I don't know. But yeah, I went pretty off topic there, but I don't have a script. I just talk from my head, and what I am thinking about, I'm just going to say. So yeah, these videos are really raw. I don't want to edit them so much. I know I have been saying this for the past 3 videos, but it's true. I can't really say anything else. Like, I don't want to retake, like push this button and retake this video. I don't want that. So in order for me to not do that, I have to like remind myself not to do a retake, like, oh no, I said something wrong, I have to do it over again. No! It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. This is more like a weekly checkup for myself, that what have I been doing this week? What can I do better for next week, etc. But yeah, some more things. I have worked on some front-end stuff with the dashboard, and I have also created some dummy data just to see how everything is going to look before I put the data into the database. And it turns out pretty good. I have some small bugs that I need to fix, but I don't think it's going to be a big problem. Knock on wood. That is the only thing I can say, really. I have been working with quite a lot of data and structure it, seed it to my database. Yada, yada, yada. You see? It's going round the world. We have the data here. We check here for duplicates and quality, then we take it to the program, we do a script, check it again, then a new file that's seeding it to the database, and then boom, we have it in the database. It all goes full circle. And when you have like created the systems that I have been doing now, it's quite easy. In the beginning, it's pretty slow because first you need to have some data, then you need to check the data, and work around how everything is going to go there, like the scripts and everything, and boom, another script, you have to create that, and boom, another script to see the data into the database, and then boom, it's in the database. So yeah, now when I'm thinking about it, that is pretty much everything I have been doing. I have just created the steps to make it easy to quality check the data before it goes into the database. Yes. Why didn't I think about that earlier in this video? I don't really know, but that is exactly what I have been doing. But yeah, back to what I'm going to do next week. I want to work more on the front end, and then I need to implement a payment system, but I don't know if I'm going to do this next week or the week after that, but this is like the biggest stuff I have to do. It's more data into the database, and maybe start on the payment system, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that next week. But that is like a big one that has to be done before I can get out my MVP. I don't really know. I said 30 days. How many weeks? Yeah, next week it has been 30 days. I can say that the MVP is not going to be done in 30 days. But hopefully in 40 to 50 days, I hope and I pray I have some kind of an MVP, because I want to have a good MVP. I don't want to release it too early, get shitty feedback from the customers. No, I don't want that. So I rather have a really good MVP that is like almost done. Then of course I'm going to implement some big stuff later, but a really good MVP. And if it takes me 60 to 90 days and I have a really nice MVP in 90 days, it's much better than to just hurry, release, bam. And I know it's kind of stupid to maybe perfect it or do it as good as you can, but I don't want to have bugs. I want to be as good as my competitors. So in order for me to take customers from them, I need to be as good or cheaper. I don't want to compete on price. I want to have the best product. I don't want people to come because my is a little bit cheaper. You will just get worse customers, and people are going to pay if they think the product is good, and I rather have a good product and take more money than to push out a shitty product and compete on prices. It's a race to the bottom. I want to have a race to the top, you know? I don't want to be competing down. No. So yeah, that is the recap of this week. I see you when I see you. Bye.